Politics, you have a letter from a majority of the Senate Democrats calling for the White House to demand a ceasefire. You also have Democrats in the party, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, calling Israel an apartheid state. Senator Bernie Sanders is saying that potentially this should lead the U.S. to reevaluate foreign assistance. What's the White House's message to those in the president's party on this?
I will say our message is sometimes you have to step back from politics for a moment. It's not easy to do. And we recognize and agree that watching the lives lost of these Palestinian children, of these families, the fear you see in the eyes of the Israeli people, it is heartbreaking. We want to bring an end to the violence. We want to de-escalate the situation on the ground. The role we feel we can do that through, the most effective way we feel we can do that is through quiet and intensive diplomacy. And that is what our focus is on at this point in time. But we share an objective of de-escalating the circumstances on the ground. We share a view that a two-state solution is the only way to bring a lasting end to the violence.
And then just on another matter.
That was sent by Senate Democrats today calling for a ceasefire.
Has he seen it? I'm not sure if he's physically seen the letter. I know that he is, of course, aware of the calls and the points of view of a range of members of Congress on the conflict in Israel.
And has he spoken with any members of Congress about the situation?
I don't have any calls to read out.
When members of his own party share the belief that he is giving too much credence to Israel in this situation, are they wrong? Regarding the situation on the ground?
Look, I don't think we it would be constructive to put any labels on it, as you've just outlined. The president's view and the view of senior leaders in the White House is that our role as the White House, as the federal government, as the President of the United States, is to play a constructive role in diplomacy, to use our role, our relationships around the world, to have intensive, quiet discussions with leaders in the region that we have long-standing relationships with. We share an objective of de-escalating the situation on the ground, of bringing an end to the conflict. That's an objective we share with members of Congress who have different points of view and are, of course, we support their ability to have different points of view, but we are approaching it through the prism of how we feel we can come to a most effective outcome.
Over the